If you're a lone developer and you think you can succeed alone, we're going to talk about why that might be difficult coming up. What's going on, guys? My name is Tim Roswick, and today I want to talk about something that I've experienced a lot in my life because I'm a lone wolf. I like to do things alone. I like to work alone. I like to be alone. I'm an introvert at heart. I would much rather be alone on this camera talking to you than in any public place, in any public setting ever. And I have learned the hard way that no great thing is ever the result of one person. Not to say there aren't great people and fantastic creations by single people, but no one succeeds alone, because whatever you're doing, whatever skill set you have, whatever you're building, there are always a series of things that you yourself don't have. There are pieces, there are knowledge segments, there are pieces of experience, there are inputs, there are perspectives that you can get from other people. And this was not news that I liked as an introvert. This is not something I wanted to learn. I was just like, nope. I'm not going to learn that. Fuck that. I'm staying alone, doing my shit alone. Like, I don't want to work with anybody. And when I got into business, especially, I learned the power of a partner. I learned the power of a mentor. I learned the power of people. And it's something that, like, you don't realize on the surface. You don't go saying, okay, sometimes you do, actually. I mean, sometimes, like, if you're an artist, you go looking for a programmer and you guys make a really good team because one knows code, one knows art, and that can work really well. But a lot of times, the things that people bring into a situation or into a game or into a project, they're things that you wouldn't otherwise expect them to. Like, it's a perspective. They catch something in the UI that you wouldn't have caught. They have a different vision for the user experience than you do. And these things, I think one of the reasons why teams can make such awesome projects is because I think two brains is like infinitely more powerful than one. Like, for some reason, it's almost like when you put two people together, it's an exponential return. It's not just like 1 + 1. It's like they're worth 3 to 5 people. Just, you wouldn't see the results of this kind of thing. You wouldn't think about the results that way, but that's how it comes out. Every time that I've partnered with someone, my success has been well beyond what I thought I could achieve. Every time. And I've had some shitty partnerships, not gonna lie. Like, I had a partner with a dude that just, was not the greatest. And honestly, most of my time in that partnership was spent cleaning up his mess. But he brought value. Like, it's just us together. We were able to generate a lot of business before we had a 5-figure check from a company for our business before we were even incorporated. Like, us together, for some fucking reason, even though we didn't get along for shit and we fought and we ended up going our separate ways, like, not even a year later, we made a ton of money in that company. And that blew my mind, right? Like, I get the value of team members. I get the value of having these beautiful people work with you, right? But how can someone that you fucking hate or you don't get along with massively increase your success? And I think it just comes down to, like, you got to understand the value of having the right people around you. And the right people doesn't, like, you got to understand what right people means. Right people can mean so many different things depending on who you are. For me, I was always I would think about a lot of risks. I would do a lot of thinking, overthinking a lot of times. I had a lot of anxiety. I didn't have any desire to go into social situations. I wouldn't risk things at all, to be honest. No risks. Like, if there's any risk of something, I was one of those kids. I didn't do alcohol or drugs growing up. Like seriously, none of it. Like just super non-risky. But this guy was the opposite. This guy was a gambler. He was an alcoholic. Like he fucking just would go up and talk to people. He would just jump in and do things. He would take risks. And now looking back, obviously it was an explosive relationship, and there were people problems from the get-go. But he taught me that there are qualities in people that you can learn to value and that you can learn from. You can really, he helped me so much in learning to take risks, in learning to just put myself out there, and learning to just try things sometimes. Like, even if they're scary, just go do them. What's the worst thing that can happen? They don't work, And I would recommend to anyone out there that is a solo developer stuck in their programming cave that you find a series of people to just either hang around with or work with, or, find a mentor that can help you, or find someone to give you feedback on your game. Like, don't look at this as a solo thing. Don't look at this as you against the world, because that is one of the worst ways that you could build these things. Now, I happen to love making games alone, right? But I know the value of having other people involved at various stages, like with testing or with tweaking or with user experience or with, whatever. Like, even though I'm a solo developer, I include these people in my projects because I know as an artist, it makes my stuff so much better. And if there's one thing that I've really learned my entire life, like all the experiences put together into like a formulated jar, I would say that jar probably has at least to do with the value that people bring to you. Because people, it doesn't matter who they are, everyone has their own experiences, they have their own life, they've learned all the things that they've learned, and it's so different than what you've experienced. All of their experiences are so different than what you experienced. So when you bring two minds together, it creates something awesome. And you can learn stuff from everybody. And I think for real success, if you really want to be successful as an independent game developer, you really want to make this happen, you really want to start a business with your games, you're going to need more than you. And I mean that very seriously. And I don't mean to discourage you if you're a solo developer, if you're an introvert, if you're scared of people, whatever it is. But there's value in people, and I want you to know that. And this is maybe a very targeted message, more so than some of my other videos, but I want you guys to know that success, real success is the result of multiple people. It really is. And if you want to do this in business and you want to grow and you want to build cool shit, you got to include other people. You do. And again, this is coming from a lone wolf, solo developer, introvert dude that likes sitting in his programming cave. So understand where it's coming from. Understand the gravity of what I'm saying, because it's not something that I just, I'm not one of those super extrovert people person that says, oh, you need people, people are awesome. No, I'm not that guy. I like to spend a lot of time alone. But I've learned the value of people, and I hope that I've kind of helped you learn the value of people as well. So that's my message for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below if you have anything to say. I would love to hear from you on this subject especially. Once again, I'm Tim Ruswick. I'll see you guys in the next video.